Hello everyone. Today I am back with a very interesting game which I am sure all of you will love to code and then everyone else will love to play. So let's get started. Before starting coding, let me show you what we are going to build today. Yes, so we are going to build a car racing game in which let me show you what it will be. Okay, I am clicking on run and I click on play button. So you can see there is a car coming from opposite direction. Oh, sorry, I couldn't play it more. So I will reset and run again. Click on play and this red car is what I am controlling or the player is controlling. This car needs to collect as many stars as possible. Okay, and meanwhile also save itself from the car coming from opposite direction. Okay, as soon as the car touches the another car coming from the opposite direction, the game will be over. Okay, so let's get started and start building it. What you need to do first thing, log into your code.org account. Okay, I have already logged into my code.org account. What I will do, create a new project in Sprite Lab. If you can see the game which I was showing you, okay, what do we need? First, we need to create the landing page of this game. How does this landing page looks like? In this landing page, we have a racing track, okay? We have a car racing track, we have a play button, and we have some instructions for the player. Okay, so the instructions are collect maximum stars and escape from other cars. And there is a button play. So what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to have the background setup. We are supposed to give the instructions for the player. And we are also supposed to put the play button here. So these are the few initial things which we will have to do first of all. So let's get started. Okay, so actually draw it myself. So click on draw your own. And you can use the tools given here and you can create your own drawing tool. So first thing, what do I want? I want my car racing track, the background to be a little, grayish black color. So I will pick a color from here that is a little bit grayish sort of. You can check the shade which is coming here, which shade you are going to pick up. Yeah, so I'm picking up this gray color. I will use this bucket and I will paint the entire area in this color. So you can see now the entire area is grayish black. What do I want next? Next, I want two yellow lines to appear so that, it looks like a racing track. So for this, I'm using this tool, which is called a stroke tool. Now to use this tool, using this tool, you can actually draw the lines. And as the instruction says, you will have to hold shift to draw straight lines. So what I will do, I'm picking this tool. I will hold on shift and I will try to draw a straight line. Okay, I will have to change the color. I will change the color to yellow. Okay, now I will start drawing a straight line. Holding shift and I'm drawing the straight line. Wow, it came. Another straight line. Yes. Another one here and another one here. Okay. I will again fill it using this bucket tool. And here it is, my racing track ready. Wasn't it easy? Yes. So you can also paint your own sprites. You learn a new thing, how to paint your own sprites. Okay. So I have this sprite ready. Okay, what else I need? I will need a play button. So I will search if there is a play button available. I can see here it should be available, play. Yeah, there is a start button. You can actually select the start button. Okay, we will need a game over as well. So game over is already here. Let's select one game over sprite as well. So here you see, you can actually select multiple sprite in one go. Okay, so now what do I have? I have my racing track, I have my start button, and I have my game over sprite as well. So I am all set at least to start coding my first landing page game. So what it should be? First thing, we will take a new sprite racing track. Okay. And now what we can do, although it is a sprite, but in this game, we will use it as a background. So for using it as a background, what I can do, let's see what I'm doing here. We can actually resize it to a bigger size. We can resize it to a bigger size. Say, for example, let me try 200. How does it look? A little smaller. 300 is also smaller. So 400. Yeah, 400 looks good. And we can also reposition it so that my racing tracks are aligned a little bit better. 400 is actually dot to dot. So let me make it 450 and then we will reposition it so that my tracks are coming a little in between. Yes, so this is all, a little bit hit and trial sort of thing. But yes, now you can see my racing track is ready and my tracks also seems to be aligned properly. This is one thing we need. Next, what do we need? We need some instructions for the player. So again, what we will do, we will go to Word and we will use this show title screen. In show title screen, we can actually give the name of this game as car racing game. Okay. And in the subtitle, we can give the instructions. So what should be the instructions? Instruction should be something, collect as many stars as you can. And escape from the cars coming from opposite directions. Yeah, so these are our instructions. Next, what do we need? Next, we need a play button or a start button. We could, actually get a ready-made start button. So we will use that start button here. I'm using this start button. We can resize the start button. It seems a little smaller, so I will resize it. Not 450, of course. Maybe let me try 150. 200, yeah, 200 looks better. And now I will reposition it as well. थोड़ा सा ऊपर कर देंगे तो अच्छा दिखेगा. Yeah, so here it is. Landing page of my car racing game is ready. Okay, next what? Next we will have to use the events. We have already learned events. There is a video which I have already posted on my channel. If you want to go back and take a look, you can take a look at about events. Events are very important. If you want to build any game, events, you should know events. Events are must. Okay, so what should be my first event? How do we want? You try to derive your logic. How do we want this game to, behave like? We want, when I click on a start button, what should happen when you click on start button? First thing, this start button should go away. We don't need it any longer. We don't need it anymore. Okay, my instructions also should go away. Okay, and another thing, my car should appear. The car which the player will be controlling should appear, and another car which will come from the opposite direction should also appear. Okay, so let's start events. So what I will do, go to events and click take this event. When a particular sprite is clicked. Here, what is my sprite? My sprite is a start button. So when start is clicked, what do we want? We want the start button to disappear. So we will use this command, remove sprite, start, remove this particular sprite button. Next, what do we want? We want this title as well to be hidden. So we will pick this command, hide title screen. It was in the word. Okay, so these two things we want. Next, what do we want? We want a car, which is again a sprite. So when we are building a game, you will have to, think step by step. Think how it is going. Think what is happening on which event and code accordingly. So I am liking this red car. I will take this one. And I will reposition it also. So you may see one difficulty here. When you are trying to reposition, this car is not appearing. Why this car is not appearing? Because you are trying to create a sprite on an event, and this event has not still occurred. So you will not be able to see it on the screen. So what you can do, first thing, either you can use your judgment. You can see, this plus icon is coming. So you can use your judgment that your car will be placed somewhere here. This is one way. Okay. So let me run and see. I click on a start button and my car is placed here. So this is one way of repositioning your sprite on an event. Another way could be, for a time being, just for the time being, you attached it with when run. Okay. So at least your car will appear on running. And now if you try to reposition, you will be able to see where it is going. Right. And once you have found the position, place it back with the event, right? Another thing, when I was, seeing this car according to the canvas, looks a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger to me. So I would like to resize the size of my car, maybe to 50. Let me see how does this 50 looks like. Yeah, 50 is better according to the size of this canvas. It looks in proportion. Fine. What next? What next? Tell me what next? Think. Okay. So next is, we want a star, which this car is supposed to collect. Okay. But before putting a star, we will have to take control of this red car, right? As a player, the player should be able to move this car. So what we will do, we will again code so that this car could move up, down, and left and right. You have already learned in my events video, how do we code left, right, up and down events. So go to events, use this event when up is pressed. Okay. What do we do when up is pressed? When up is pressed, this sprite should move towards up direction. So we will again use this command. When up is pressed, the car should move 10 pixels north. Okay. I have also explained the directions in my earlier video. You can take a look. So you can understand, up is north, down is south, right is east, and left is west. This is how you can understand the directions. So friends, Control C, Control V, if you are aware, we can use them here as well. Okay, so I'm taking this event 4 times, and now what I will do, I have already coded the event for up key press. I will do it for down key now, and then right key, and then left key. Okay. Again, I will put the code to move it accordingly. Okay. So when up is pressed, what I told, when up is pressed, it is north direction, up is north, down is south. So I will choose here south, right direction is east, and left is west. So if any of you have, done any exercises related to map, this is how we typically put our directions on a map as well, right? Up is north, down is south, right is east, and left is west. So this is done, and let me reset and test it. Testing your code in chunks is very, very important step. Okay, so I will reset and again run it to see how it is working. Clicking on a start button, I will, yes, my car seems to be working fine. Up, down, right, and left. So we are good till here. Okay. What next? Now, on this event, when start button is clicked, we have already removed the start button. We have hidden the title screen. We have also created a sprite, which is this car, and resize it. What do we want next? We want a star to appear somewhere, right? Which this car is supposed to pick. So I will again use this command, make new sprite. And you can actually use this coin as well. Coin or star, whatever. I would like to resize it as well, okay? So I will resize it. We will see, if this 50 is good enough, or we want, maybe let's make it 35, and then we will see if 35 is good enough, or we will have to again resize it. Let me run and start. Yes, 35 size seems good to me. It is in proportion. Okay, so good enough, but what next do we want? What next do we want? This car should be able to pick it. And another thing, whenever I run this game, what will happen? Because my position is 200, 200, my this medal, or this, coin, golden coin, let's call it golden coin. This coin will always appear in the middle at 200, 200 position. This is not good, yeah. It should come randomly at any location. So what we will do, I don't worry about it location anymore. Okay, I will go to locations and I will pick this random location. Now what will happen, whenever I am restarting my game, my first sprite will appear at any random location so that the player doesn't know where is the coin. So let me reset and see. Yeah, see where it appeared, right? I will again reset and see where it is appearing next time. Yeah, next time, see that the location is different. So when you want your sprite to appear at any random location, what you can do, instead of this exact coordinated location, you can use this random location. Okay, so we are done here. Now, what next do we want? We want this car to collect this coin, right? So again, which event we will use? This also we have used in our previous food farmer game, right? So when one sprite is touching another sprite, my one sprite is car and my another sprite is this golden coin. So I will say when my car is touching the coin, what do we want to do? We want the car to, we want the coin to be removed so that it gives an impression as if car has collected the coin. Okay, so we are good here. Let me reset, run it and see if it is working as I want it to work or not. Yes, but what next? This golden coin is removed and now what my car will do? The game seems to be over. No, we don't want this game to over at this moment. We want to make it great. So what we will do? We will remove this golden coin, but we will create a new sprite. We will make a new golden coin as soon as this one is removed. Okay, and where we will create it? We will create it at any random location so that the player doesn't know where it is going to appear. Okay. Yes, of course, we should resize it also so that it looks, the similar type of coin. Okay, let me see how does it work now. Yeah, another golden coin at another location. Now the second one is taken and third one is at the another location. Okay. Friends, one thing if you notice, okay, I am pressing this keys continuously. I will have to keep on pressing so that my car moves. So it doesn't give a feeling of a very smooth animation. Ideally, what should happen? I keep pressing up, down, left or right key and my car should move. So what we can do, there is a trick for this. Okay, it is a very simple trick, but it is very good trick. What you can do here in this event, if you click on this drop down, you will see when up pressed and another option is while up pressed. So what is the difference between when up pressed and while up pressed? When up is pressed is like, when my up key is pressed, only then it will happen. So we will have to keep it pressing. Press and then the event will happen. Press and then the event will happen. While this, when we change it to while up is pressed, how does it behave? How does it understand this command? It understands this command while my up key is pressed. So, till the time it is pressed, it will keep on moving the car to 10 pixels north. So what I will do now, I will change all this when to while. So what will happen when I'm changing all this when to while? My car will keep on moving to the direction which key I am pressing, and I will not have to keep on pressing that key. Okay. So let me reset and show it to you. See, now it is, it looks like a game. It looks like, a smooth animation. Wow. Okay. So now what next? This seems, very easy. The car is able to get it. There is no hurdle. We will have to add the hurdles. What we will do to add the hurdles? Okay, we will add another car, which is actually coming from another direction. Okay, how I can do it? How I can do it? So we want the car to appear, when my start button is clicked. So when we are creating the stage of our actual game, at that time only we want another car also to appear at some location. So again, we will use this command, make sprite. I will pick this yellow car, okay, at some location. Probably I will, yes, because it is coming from opposite direction. We have also learned the behaviors. It is there in my fruit farmer game. If you want to learn the behaviors, you can refer that video. Okay, now what we will do, because this red car is controlled by the player. So we have coded all the events for this red car. While this yellow car should be automatically controlled by the game. So what we will do, so that this yellow car is automatically controlled by the game, we will add a behavior to this car. So how do we add the behavior? Go to behavior and we will pick this command, the sprite behavior. What should be the behavior of this sprite? What should be the behavior of this sprite? It should give, a feeling as if, it is coming from up to down. Up to down, down means south. So it is coming towards south and then again moving up and then again coming towards south, something like this. So what I will do, I will use this behavior, moving south and looping. Okay, let's see how does it works now. I'm resetting and I will run it. Click on a start. See, it is coming from south direction. It is coming from up. Okay. But what is happening here? Okay. Yeah. So let me resize it also. 50 only. Yeah, 50 should be good enough. Our red car was also size 50. We will resize this one as well, 50. Okay, fine. It is resized. Now, if you noticed one thing, this car is always coming from a certain point. The point where I had actually repositioned it or I had positioned it. We do not want it to come from, always from the same this line. Otherwise, my player always knows the car will come in this direction only and there is no chance that there will be a crash in these two cars. Okay, so it doesn't look a little difficult game. So what we can do, yeah, I understand it is on this side, but yeah, still it is easy. So we would like this car, yellow car, when it is coming again from up, it should appear from any random point from upwards. How we can do this? How we can do this? So this yellow car is always coming from the same position from the top. I want to change it. I want that it should appear from the top, but then again from any random location. So what we will do, this default behavior, we will edit. Okay, I will rename it so that I can understand that this is the behavior which I had written. This is not the one which is already provided by code.org. So if you try to understand this code, understanding this code at this moment could be a little difficult for you guys. Okay, understanding this code, how this behavior is written, this default behavior could be a little difficult for you at this moment, but don't worry, I will be taking another lectures where I will be explaining about this positioning and how do we set the positions and how do we create new behaviors basically. So all your doubts related to directions and how do we reset the positions, what X position, Y position will be cleared. At this moment, you can only understand, see, if this is Sprite, move this Sprite towards south. Understood? This is very simple. It is saying move this Sprite towards south. Fine. And also it says if this Sprite's Y position is less than -50. Less than -50 means if it is going down, okay, and it has actually gone out of the canvas, then you set this Sprite's Y position to 450. Now, what do we want? We have resetted the Y position of this Sprite to 450. 450 means it will, it will give the impression as if it is coming from up. So again, understand this is 0, 0, and this is 400, 400. The bottom left corner is 0, 0, and the top right corner is 400, 400. So what we will do? They are setting the Y position. So let's reset the X position also. What we will do, set this Sprite's X position. Where do we want to set it? At any random location, right? So what we will do? We will say, set this Sprite's X position where any random integer from, say, for example, 20 to 22 to 22, 380. Okay, so it could be any. Now this yellow car may be coming from any direction, either from here or maybe from here. In between this area, it can appear from anywhere. Okay, I will close it and now I will see how does it works. I will reset and run it. Start button. Got this, got this. Got this. Yeah. So now you can see my yellow car is now coming from different places from the top so that the player doesn't know. And now it becomes a little harder to play. Right? Catch the coin, catch the coin. Keep catching the coins. Fine. Very good. Looks good now. Now what we will have to do? Now we will have to code it so that when my red car is touching the yellow car, my game is ended because we want to escape from this yellow car. So what we will do, go to events, take this event when a sprite is touching another sprite. So we will say when my yellow car is touching red car. What we should do? When my red car is touching yellow car, we will say, first of all, let's remove the red car. So remove the red car and also remove the yellow car. Okay. And create a new sprite which says your game is over. Okay, so game over. We had already taken this sprite at the very beginning. You remember? Okay, let me reset and run it, start it and see how it is working. Now, purposely I will let this collide. Game over. Yeah. So we have this game over sprite here now. Let's, resize it a little bigger will look better. So I will resize it. to say 200. Okay, I will reset and run it. I will make them purposely collide. Yeah, game over. So did you like this game? I believe yes. We can actually add more levels of difficulty in this game. Say, for example, what we can do, after a couple of seconds, we can add another car, which is again coming from another direction and making the difficulty level even higher. We can add a counter which will keep on adding how many coins has been collected. If you want me to continue this lesson and letting you know how we can add the difficulty level, please let me know in comments. I will definitely shoot another video of the same game with more higher difficulty levels. See you soon. Bye-bye. Enjoy coding.